From the heart of Kansas City, we bring you Buk and Bob from Chiefs Kingdom and Mel.
That's me.
I'm Bob.
I'm Buck, and we're not fancy analysts.
But we have just as many bad takes. Not as
Got a
many as
lot of-
Tony Romo today, though.
Got a lot of bad takes on this game, man. Holy
Dude, oh my, dude, bad. Oh, I don't want to start. I hate starting it off with this, but dude, the officiating. Freaking, hey, like, I mean, I never blame it on losing a game. Like, at the end of the game, we should have been up more. Period. We should have been up by two scores. That's how you make sure calls don't dictate the end of the game. But dude, the two PIs at the end of the game were unreal to me because I watched those same PIs early in the game on freaking Dallas. The exact same second before ball gets there, contact. Like, so I thought this officiating crew was just not calling those. Like, you had to be a good 2 seconds early to get called, right? But no. Like, at the end of the game, they changed their entire, like as long as they keep the same throughout the game, it works out fine. But they changed their entire thing. And it's just, it's unreal to me, but that's still not why we lost the game. I stand by that forever. Like, the penalties do not lose you the game, but I just wish they'd stay consistent throughout the
Not
freaking
the individual
game.
penalties, but, you know, a penalty in a specific situation can absolutely kill momentum. It can kill a drive, and that definitely happened today against the Chiefs. I'm with you. I hate bitching about the refs. I really do. It's just, and it's been bad, not just, you know, all season for the Chiefs. It's been bad on both sides. We've seen missed calls. We've seen bullshit calls for both sides in very inopportune situations. It just seems to be a lot worse on the Chiefs side.
It just needs to be consistent. It needs to be consistent through a game. Like, I saw Dallas doing the exact same thing that the Chiefs got called 2 PIs at the end of the game throughout the game. And I was just like, oh, okay, they're just letting them play. And that's okay. I'm okay as long as it stays consistent the entire game. But it didn't. At the very end of the game, they're like, oh, nope, yeah, so we're going to call this now, even though we haven't called anybody on it, Chiefs or Dallas, the entire game for going early. There was no grabbing at the end of the game. Honestly, that last one on McDuffie looked like offensive pass interference. And it's just like, what is going on? I just don't understand. But either way, that still ain't why we lost the game. So Let's stop talking about the refs. The game, we lost the game. Dude, we started off the first quarter hot. Started it off hot.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hot, and we were running. We were running and passing, you know, consistently and balanced. Then towards the end of the first quarter, we were like running, like we did like 3 runs in a row. Like, that's not, like, when we say, Andy, you need to run, we don't mean run constantly. Like change it up. You know what I mean? Like, change it up. Like, I don't know. And then the second quarter, my first note on the second quarter was, holy crap, we've gotten away from the run. We got comfortable. We were up ahead, and boom, we stopped running, and then like tried to sprinkle it in. But if you look at them stats, we still didn't have over 20 rushes in the game. And dude, I'm sorry, but dude, the Pacheco train, like he had 116-yard run, and then 2 completely like just nothing runs, giving him a 5.3 average.
Oh no, he had 16 overall. His long was 9.
Yeah, okay, as long as 9, yeah.
Okay.
But like, what? Like, why did we even bring him in the game? Like, why are we not using Smith? I don't understand what's going on with the run game. And like, Kareem ended the game last week with 3.5 yards a carry. He had 4.1. Why? I know he was probably tired, but why didn't we stick with it? I just don't understand. Like, we started the game off so hot, running balanced offense, and then second quarter we're like, all right, we're up. We don't need to do the run anymore. Let's just go. And then the game gets away from us. And I started the game with I was so nervous to start the game. And then we start the game, you get that badass interception. I had told you Hicks was kind of weird for me because, like, I thought he would have been doing more by this time in the season, you know, when we were starting out the season. And Hicks forces that pass. Watson picks it off. We have huge chunk yard games. Like, on that first run, we get in, boom, quick score. And I'm like, all right, this is going to be a relaxing game. Boy, was I wrong.
It was clear to me that Dallas made some adjustments going into the second quarter, and the Chiefs just weren't going to make adjustments. They were going to go with their game plan. It did seem, I wasn't watching for the quantity of runs. In fact, looking at the breakdown for total attempts, it actually kind of shocks me. It felt like they ran a little bit more than that. Like I said, I really wasn't paying attention, but I can't argue with you about what happened in the second quarter, but everything changed. It was maddening. It just didn't make sense. Why, when Dallas makes an adjustment, or any team has made an adjustment against the Kansas City Chiefs this season, the Chiefs just, it's almost like they're like, well, just keep going with the game plan. It will work. Just have faith. It will work. What's the definition of insanity? Is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results.
I don't think it was the game plan, to be honest. I don't think that it was the game plan that ruined us. I think it was mistakes and stupid things. Like, the game plan was working just fine, but when you're in the fourth quarter on the drive of your life and 2 consecutive passes get dropped by Kelsey and Rice, like, the game plan doesn't matter, right?
The
like,
Kelsey one didn't matter.
Catchable passes.
It was negated by a penalty anyway. But yes, the Rice one, it was. I mean,
but I think it still matters for momentum-wise, right? Like,
my problem with that was Mahomes was not on target all game. I mean, he had some good throws, but he had some bad throws, and that was a good throw, right where it needed to be, exactly when it needed to be there. And Rice just, watching the replay, I'm always looking to see if the receiver was starting to look downfield before catching the ball. That's usually what happens. I didn't see that. I'm not going to, stand on a pedestal and scream that, but I think it was just the yips, man. He got the yips in that little moment, and it was a dagger.
Well, why don't you read this comment from Dylan, because I think it actually is pretty accurate.
He said, look at the landscape of the NFL and what the other teams have been doing. They've caught up to the Chiefs.
It's not that they've caught up to the Chiefs. It's that the league has caught up to the RPO. And that shit just needs to be, that's like a third of our freaking offense. And it just needs to not be anymore. Like, the league has caught up to it. People are not biting on it. Refs are calling, like, because when you do an RPO, they'll like your offensive line is put under a lot of stress. Like they have no idea what they're doing, and they can't look behind them. So they have to like feel it. Like if this is a run, oh, we need to run block. If this is a pass, oh, we need to like not move up field, because like that's a big thing. If they're gonna run block, they can just move up and knock people over. But if it turns out to be a pass and they misread it, then all of a sudden you get a penalty for illegal receiver downfield. So it's something the league has like completely, like, defenses haven't figured out, and we're just still sticking to it. And it's bad. Like basically, like we need a young buck to, like, I've been saying it since last year. We need Nagy out. We need a young buck to come in, like that's ready, hungry, looking for the new thing, and not the old thing. Like I think Bieniemy was that guy and came up with a lot of good stuff to feed Andy. Yeah, Andy calls the plays, but he doesn't make them all up. He has a few that he makes up, but the majority of that is going on the offensive coordinator. That's why he gets paid hundreds of thousands of dollars. So to say that Matt Nagy does nothing, stop listening to idiots that tell you that. It is stupid. He has a big job, and he needs to do it. Nagy does not have that. I think Nagy will be a great head coach. I hope to God somebody gives him a shot, because we need some young blood in here to like change up Andy's thought process, change up the whole way we do things, because we're doing way too many plays that take too long to develop. Way too long.
If we don't make the playoffs, somebody's going to get cut. And it's not going to be Spags. Although I will say our offense struggled, but our defense, the number of third and longs that they gave up was unreal. Like,
yeah, and I don't think that's a Spags thing, though. I think that's a front four thing. Now, I want to give a lot of credit to Chris Jones tonight. Now, this is the third game in a row. He's really been, picking it up and carrying his weight, and I think he got better tonight than he was last week or 4 days ago.
Agreed.
So kudos to him.
Agreed.
But Chris Jones cannot do the job of the front four. That front four has to do better getting a push. I really did. In the first quarter, they were blitzing a lot, and I was loving it. And I'm like, okay, here we are. This is exactly what we wanted to see. Now there was some open receivers in the middle of the field again, and that's
the biggest problem is just our pass rush. It just isn't there.
It's not enough. It's got to be more from the front four. You have to.
And when you have to add in that many more people with a quarterback like Dak, he's going to find the open person before you get to him. He's going to see that many people coming, and there's going to be somebody open no matter what, and he's going to get it. And I don't know.
Yeah, now, hold on. I do. Oh, here. No, go.
I was just going to say, speaking of the open receiver, there were a lot of times tonight where Dak clearly wanted to throw downfield, but it just wasn't there. And there was always a check down guy there. And that's a thing that I've been talking about here with the Chiefs offense of late, is they want to take a lot of these deep shots, but when it's not formulating, Mahomes he's not scrambling a lot. He's taken a lot of sacks in the last few weeks. Something's got to change there. There's nobody down low to throw to. There's no backup receiver. It's either we got to wait until somebody gets open, and that's killing the Chiefs too.
Are you going to finally admit because I said it to you last year. I was like, dude, Dak's a good quarterback. He's better than Brock Purdy. Everybody ate my ass about that on the comments you did. And I was like, dude, Dak's better than Brock Purdy.
I definitely, for the record, did not eat your ass.
I used the wrong terminology there. I got on my ass. Sorry.
Yeah.
But, dude, Dak is good. He's playing good right now. I mean, he has the best tandem of two wide receivers in the NFL. But still,
I can't remember a better tandem.
To the open guys. Like, the guys that he was throwing to all day were wide freaking open. That is good vision. That is being comfortable in the pocket.
It's good vision, but it's also good receivers. Like, he's got a hell of a duo there, and
that's what I just said.
I know, but
you know
they
what
could
else?
Both
Dak
been
did?
open for as much as I know.
Yeah, but
he
wasn't just throwing to just them.
He attacked McDuffie today, and he made McDuffie look bad.
Yeah, first time
Real
I've seen
bad.
McDuffie look bad in a while.
Yeah,
with CeeDee Lamb.
I don't know that it was him that made McDuffie look bad. I think it was Pickens that made McDuffie look bad.
I think it was CD most of the time.
CD,
he was on CD.
CD. Sorry.
And I think he was just up against a receiver that was just too good for him. CD was.
Well, that's what I told you. I told you I wanted Noel and Watson on the two wideouts, and I wanted McDuffie in the slot. I specifically talked about how they are tall and McDuffie is short. And no matter how good McDuffie is, his arm span is never going to be good enough to be like that shut down on the outside on a tall S-class wideout. It's just not gonna. But I need to pause really quick here to give our donkey brother in chat, Savages EV8773. Great name, bro. Broncos country. Appreciate y'all giving us back the AFC West.
We're not giving it to you. It's on rental.
That
for 1
shit's
year.
Exactly.
Like,
that shit's on rental,
man.
bro. That
on.
you ain't got it back. You got Bo Nix. You got you got Bo Nix. And dude, your D is monster, but your D ain't gonna carry you in the playoffs, so you ain't getting the Super Bowl anyway. So yeah.
you can
I
have
love it.
You can have it for this season.
Thank you for the comment, though. We do appreciate it.
Here's another good one from a Dallas fan, real quick. Lights out CJ254 said, my grandpa was a Kansas City Chiefs, and I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan. That was a very entertaining game. Keep up the great content. Much love and much respect.
It was a great game. And, dude, Dallas played their freaking ass off. Like, that's why I did. Like, I wanted to bitch at the refs, but I wanted to make it very clear at the start of the show, the refs didn't win the game for Dallas. Dallas won the game, like, as fair and square as it can be. Like, the rule of thumb is, if you're not 2 scores up in the final, like, four minutes, like, you're like, you haven't put the game away. So I mean, I take my hat off to the Cowboys, and my dad grew up a Roger Staubach fan and loved the Cowboys. He was rooting for the Chiefs today because Jerry's kind of chased him off, but
I've got a picture of Bob with a Dallas Cowboys hat on.
Yeah. I mean,
that should have been on the thumb today. I should have put that on the thumb.
I still wore, like, my dad would get me presents and stuff. Like, so like it's a good hat. I would wear it.
He bought that.
I never wore it in KC though. If you notice, those pictures on Twitter and on Facebook are all when I'm in LA. Like, I never wore the Dallas hat in KC. So it was like my travel hat that, like, if I lost it,
Sorry, Dad.
But Dallas, dude, it was a good game. That like it was a good game that just shows that like the NFL is back to having some major parity, and just like the comment earlier, the league's caught up to us. And unfortunately, unlike Brady and the Patriots, our division is coming at us. I mean, we've literally got 4 Hall of Fame coaches in one freaking division. I mean, that's unreal. Has that ever happened? I mean, like all 4 head coaches are going to be in the Hall of freaking Fame. Like, that is a very different thing than anybody's ever had to deal with. And, so, yeah.
It happened like way back in the day once or something like that. But it's still a valid point. Yeah, absolutely a valid point.
Well, I think injuries hit our offensive line. Guys, let's talk about that because that was rough. And we came in a little behind. And then Simmons he came in and he was struggling. He had some penalties. He had some, I think it was 2 penalties in the first half. No, he had 3. And one of them was declined or it was offsetting. It was another penalty with it. And so, like, just in the first half, and I'm like, what is happening? But now he's hurt. So we've got him, we've got Trey Smith out, and we've got Taylor. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's been playing hurt most of his time here in Kansas City.
Yeah.
But I didn't know he's in a cast and sling. HT Chiefs fan said early on he's now
looking
in a
it up
cast and
now.
sling.
Yeah, he was
good news.
immediately ruled out, which is scary. And I don't even know
That had to happen late in the game then.
It happened. Okay, so I think I have it in my notes when Simmons went out. Because when he went out, I was like, well, who are they going to put in?
I think it was the second half.
Yeah, because freaking Juwan Taylor was already out, and Jalen Moore came in for him there, and I was like, is that Poole gonna come in? And like, he just got moved up for the practice squad. Is he gonna come in? Like, so I didn't even see who came in and spelled Simmons.
I mean,
Like, I was so Wanye Morris came in and spelled him instead of Isapol. I thought maybe
Wanye
they would
did
move
good enough that I just didn't pay. It wasn't brought to the attention. Tony Romo didn't say anything like that.
See, I think I would have moved Jalen Moore over to left tackle and had Wanye on the right, but maybe Wanye hasn't practiced the right as much. I'm not sure, man, but that explains a lot. Dude, I totally, like, while I was watching the game, I was so, that totally, like, washed over me. Like, I didn't even think about the fact that Mahomes' left side was just rough. But here, I want to hit this comment real quick here. There's somebody else talking smack. Where's the Bo Nix comment? Because I want to point out, unless one of the mods. Oh, yeah, here. Dom Mars. I can see the orange in his profile pic. Dude, talking like Bo isn't 3-0 versus Mahomes.
I think that's
only 2-1 because of a blocked kick, lol. Bro, just to let you know, just go back to here. I got it in my notes here.
I think that's a picture of Bo Nix, by the way, in his profile pic.
Oh, it is. So yeah, go over here to 3:46 left in the fourth quarter. Mahomes magic too worthy. Bo Nix never makes that play in a million years. Tony Romo would have made that play. Bo Nix, nope. Sorry, Bo does not know. I'm sorry, bud. But hey, your D is awesome. And Bo is really awesome when you're down in the fourth quarter, and that is a really cool stat. But he's not Mahomes. He's not. He's not. What's his? Who we played today? Like
Dak Prescott.
if you think Bo Nix is better than Dak, you're smoking some crack. So
That was good. That was good.
Yeah.
I think that Bo Nix has some potential. I really do. I've seen some plays from him that have really been impressive. Some good throws. I've seen some runs from Bo Nix where he kind of looks a little bit Josh Allen-y. He's got some speed. He's got a little bit of elusiveness.
Bo's
I think
good.
He could be bad.
I think Bo Nix is good, but when you try to like compare him to Patrick or Tom or Josh Allen like you just did, I think like maybe hints, but like he's not that guy. At least not yet. There's like he's
young.
Yeah, there's still a chance. There's a lot of talent there, but it's not there yet, in my humble opinion.
Jones said Bo Elway.
He does, dude. He does remind me more of Elway, especially since he has his like.
I think he's got the heart.
Fourth quarter comeback stuff. Yeah, he's definitely got the heart of a champion.
All right.
But yeah, I don't know
that was
where I was at even. Yeah, Bo Elway. I was just about to compare him to John Elway, but he's got a lot of time before he gets there. But yeah, what we got a bunch of starred ones here. Oh, here, this one I kind of want to just like throw up there. So Tehran says I think it seems to be worse for us because we're champs, but don't play like champs.
This is when we were talking about penalties.
Well, but I told this to Buck last week. I wasn't on the pod after the game. I would have said it then, but I honestly think the Chiefs have been a victim of their own success. Like I said it all at the start of last season. Stop talking about three-peat. Talk about the next week's game. Don't do this bullshit. No, like, don't. It's too cocky. It's too much pressure to put on everybody. And like Kelsey does it on the most popular podcast in the freaking world on New Heights, the most popular sports podcast that there is. He comes on weekly and says, Super Bowl or nothing. Like that is the goal, and that is such a horrible precedent to set. And I really think we're getting, like, I think the Chiefs have gotten too cocky, and I don't like it. I like humble pie. I love it back in the day where everybody talked shit on the Chiefs, and the Chiefs would come out and say, yeah, they're really good. And they wouldn't talk shit back. They would play it on the field. And now with them all talking shit, leading up to the game, like they're making it harder on them freaking selves, and they don't need to. It's just, I think they're a victim of their own success, and I stand by that.
Yeah, I mean, I've definitely started to lean more towards that. I liked it. I didn't think it was a cocky thing. I think it was just a confidence thing when they were talking about the three-peat while they're on the podium being represented with their second in a row. I liked that. I liked that they were thinking ahead and planning for the future. They knew that they were going to do things.
But you shouldn't play it like that.
All right, but they knew
three-peat is unbelievable.
Right. Hold on, I'm getting there. but they knew that they were going to make moves that season that they wouldn't normally make. DeAndre Hopkins. But the more that I'm seeing,
didn't work out.
Right, it didn't work out. In the end,
like mid-season acquisitions often don't work out unless you get an S tier player. And most
you're
of the
just
time,
talking
people
about
don't
that?
deal S tier.
Okay, no, it didn't work out on the field, but what he did for Worthy, I still think that was a
That
positive
is
signing.
okay. All right, I
So
will give you that.
I still count that as a success. Thank you, DeAndre Hopkins. But the longer that it goes on, I do think that when the winning stopped happening, now that cockiness is turning into an annoyance, an anxiety. There's a lot of things that are happening, and the Chiefs aren't winning these close games. They've only won one score game this season out of what now 7, I think 6.
Yep,
6 or 7.
7.
They're
They're
1 and 6.
and 6.
It's
After
the
today.
wear and tear is showing, and they have become complacent, is what Eric Linkhart 4030 says. And yeah, it shows. I mean, they showed Mahomes on the sideline again several times today, and
Dude,
and
staring
I'm
off-
looking
I've
at
got
it.
that
I
in
know.
my notes,
I'm
just
looking at
staring
it,
off
and I'm
into
thinking to myself,
space.
"Oh, I know Bob's heated about this."
Yeah,
you know?
it's just like, dude, that's what I said about Mahomes. In that first year that he played, I was like, dude, this guy could be the greatest of all time. I hope that I had 3 things. I said, I hope that he takes a favorable contract, just like Brady did. Now, the NFLPA changed like their whole rules and shit, so Mahomes couldn't take as favorable contract as Brady did, because they actually like go after players now if they don't go for big bucks. But then the second thing was, I was like, I hope he stays humble. He had a slip up, that Super Bowl leading up to the Tampa Bay Super Bowl with Tom, and he was talking all kinds of shit. And so, but then after that, he went back to staying humble. So I was happy about that. And then, well, except for when the three-peat thing came up, the last Super Bowl we won. But then the other one was, please stay a student of the game. The game changes constantly. You need to change up. That's what Tom did. He was a student of the game. I want you to find me footage of Tom staring off into space on the freaking sideline. Tom's talking to the coaches. Tom's picking, like maybe the coaches don't need to talk to Mahomes now. Maybe he knows enough. But if Mahomes was staying a student of the game, he'd be talking to the coaches. He'd be talking to the wide receivers on the sideline. He'd be trying to figure out what little edge he could get. And that is what he's missing right now. He's in the best shape that he's been his entire career. And but he's sitting on the sidelines staring off into space in his own head. And I don't care how smart somebody is, you're not as smart as a collective brain. Like, go and talk to people, figure out something. Be like, hey, how did we just missed on that, but there's the obvious things, but there's things that he could be learning on the side that he seems like he's just not doing. And I don't know if it's hubris. I don't know what it is, but all I know is when Enemy was on the sideline, he was in Mahomes' face. And it pissed Mahomes off, but Mahomes played like a freaking stallion,
I agree. I don't think it's on Mahomes. I think it's on
everybody.
But I think it's on the offensive coordinator because, think about it. When you're in a game, you're a competitor like Mahomes, and you're playing not to your best, you know what you're not doing, right? And at that moment, you don't have a rational brain to think of what can I do to make this better, right? Like, you're not rationally thinking at that point. You're beating yourself up. You're, trying to see in your head what you think you could do differently. And it's on somebody else to bring you out. That's why we have coaches. That's why we don't just have the players play by themselves and figure out what to do, right? That's why we have coaches. So I think it's on them to say, Mahomes, here's what you need to do. Like, I don't care if you want to listen to me or not. You're going to listen to me. Here's what we need to do. You need to figure this out. You need to do this. You need to run. You need to do this. And I think that that's just like, that's the, I don't know, the
I don't.
reason we have coaches. That's what their job is.
Bob, I don't want to derail your argument because I
Well,
agree
and-
with you.
And
For-
Superfan says Bob gives way too much credit to Bieniemy. I'm not giving Bieniemy credit. I just think he was a shake-up guy. He was a guy that shook people up and got them thinking. And like, I
And to
just
give you
don't
some
see that on the
backstory-
sideline.
To give you some backstory here, Bob did not like
I
Bieniemy
hated him.
because
I
he
wanted him
thought-
out.
He thought he was a cancer on the team, and he was he was the roadblock that was standing in the way. And it took him a couple of seasons to come to the realization that
I
maybe
was wrong.
maybe Bieniemy wasn't the problem. He was the guy that was keeping the train rolling. But Bob, I wanted to make a point. Sorry, you said I would like to see footage of Tom Brady not showing interest and being involved in the game. There was one game for sure. I wish I'd have known this conversation was coming up because I'd have given you the exact date. But it was against the Chiefs. Pretty sure it was in Kansas City one year. I think it was the first game of the season. And we picked Brady like 5 times. They took him out in like the end of the third quarter or the beginning of the fourth quarter, and that poor guy was just defeated. I mean, there were people that the way he played that day, there were people that literally thought, oh, well, this is the day that Brady's done. This is he's gone from greatness, and he just took a dive.
Okay, well, but I'm talking about the Mahomes and Kelsey staring off into space
I
for the
know.
last 2 seasons.
And I still absolutely agree with what you're saying. I'm not disagreeing with you. I was just bringing up the one game you said that you didn't know
But here,
existed.
I got a little
Mr.
fun
Mojo?
history fact if you want to read this real quick.
Yeah, from Mr. Mojo 21. I'm a longtime Cowboys fan, and damn, I love watching Mahomes play. Honestly, I thought for a minute they were going to make a comeback since the Chiefs have done it over and over again. Damn good game.
Yep, it was a damn good game. Dallas played well, but you know what? If it wasn't for the Chiefs, Dallas wouldn't exist. This is a
Yeah.
I
fact.
mean, Dallas
This-
would still exist.
No,
but-
well, okay, yeah, the Dallas Cowboys wouldn't exist. This is something that I didn't know until just a couple days ago. So Lamar Hunt created the Dallas Texans. The Dallas Cowboys were not in Dallas. The NFL did not have a presence in Dallas. Only the AFL had a presence. They actually created the Dallas Cowboys to push Lamar Hunt out of Texas. And there's a crazy book that that tells the whole story. The NFL was actually like sending people to like rallies to like stop, like they were basically it was like media warfare. But the Dallas Cowboys exist because of the Kansas City Chiefs. Yeah, so Lamar Hunt created the monster that beat us today. It's cool. It's cool history because like I always thought in my head that the Dallas Cowboys were there and Lamar Hunt was trying to build a league behind them. But no, the Dallas Texans existed before the Dallas Cowboys, and the Cowboys were put there because the NFL was trying to take down Lamar Hunt. And guys, just to let you know, like everybody who hates on the Chiefs, you really shouldn't, because we're the reason the Super Bowl exists. We are the reason that there is an NFC and an AFC. Like, you really should be a lot nicer to us instead of being such dicks. Like, I'm just saying, like, we are a storied franchise. We were selling out our 78,000 seats when we had Brody Croyle and Tyler Thigpen as our starting QBs. We are a real football town, and fuck you to everybody who says anything else.
Can we just say that I think Nick Wright said it the best? He said, you know those people who win the lottery, they were happy before they won the lottery, and then they win the lottery, and then they go through all that money, and then they're not happy anymore.
They've been eating caviar, and then,
yeah.
and then they go back to bread, you know, and like,
he's like, I'm
Taco
not
Bell
built for this
sauce.
anymore. He's like, I was so happy before being a Chiefs fan when we didn't have any success, and now I can't do it. I'm looking at stats and like trying to figure out who needs to win to help us make the playoffs, and that's not fun. And it's not.
Yep. But here, what else we got here? What's this one that you marked?
Taryn said when the flats in the middle of the field are always open on third down, it's a Spags thing.
Yeah, it's unfortunately a Bolton thing. Okay, it's a combination.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Bolton thing because Bolton is like, he is powerful at everything except for coverage. And he almost had a pick today, but like, that is rare. What made Bolton awesome is McDuffie in the slot covering the middle of the field with him. And like, that's what we're not getting, unfortunately. And yeah, it's like, it really is a knock on McDuffie because like, it's great because McDuffie can like go one-on-one with like every receiver in the league except for probably 7. And unfortunately, 2 of those 7 were on the Dallas Cowboys today. It has to do with height. It has to do with a lot of things, but that's why we got him so late in the first round. Like, if McDuffie was 2 inches taller, he would have been a first, like, he would have been a top 3 pick. Like, so that's like kind of like the bummer there. So yeah, the middle of the field's open, but honestly, like, we did pretty good holding Ferguson down. I mean, he did have a lot of like key plays. He caught 5 of his 6 targets, but it was only for 36 yards, but they were key first downs, and that is a bummer. But
don't worry, Devontae, we're going to get to your question here in a minute.
Yeah, it's just kind of a bummer. Like,
hey, can we talk about a positive real fast?
Please.
Okay. Do you guys remember the Hollywood touchdown catch where he caught it in the very back of the end zone and his little feet are so fast and they touched down so quickly and it was amazing?
Mel goes like DeAndre Hopkins.
Mel goes, that she goes, oh, that wasn't a catch. I was like, bullshit, that wasn't a catch. He popped those feet down.
Like, I was like, I'm not going to believe it until I see it.
Like,
I need to see it again.
You're right. I was like, dude, that was definitely a Hopkins special. He just popped those down. Like,
yeah.
It, like, if
Unreal.
you watch it on slow-mo, it's a little slower, but if you watch it in real time, it's like you see his feet go goonk. Like, just like, it almost looks like they both touch at the same time.
Wait,
even though it's goonk.
His feet goonk. Okay. Cool.
But yeah, you said you wanted to bring up somebody else's?
Yeah, Devontae had a question here. Devontae says, can the Chiefs still make the playoffs?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Is there a chance? Yes, but at this point, we're going to need some help.
We need to win out. We need to win out. If we win out, I don't even think we need help. 11-6, I think gets us as a wild card. Like, and if the like, but the problem is, so let's look. So the Broncos, right? We would have to beat them. That would give them a loss. So say the Broncos win every other game besides us. Say the Chargers win every other game besides us. Oh shit! Now I'm like second guessing myself. Okay, so we get one from each division, and then we get 3 wild card teams. Could it actually be
mathematically over? It's not mathematically over.
Could there actually be 3 AFC West teams in the playoffs? Playoffs?
I think there can.
I mean,
Huh.
you can, but
Yeah, but like, yeah, because there's 3 wild card. See, like they added this extra game, took out the stuff. So like, I'm still like,
the Broncos are number 1 right now.
6 or is it 7 from each conference? Now I'm second guessing if I
What do you
remember
mean,
this
6
right.
or 7?
Who make
That
it
go to
the
the playoffs.
It's 4. The division,
Yeah. I know that much.
plus 2.
Like, is it
6.
plus
It's
2?
6.
No,
Yeah,
Is
there's
it
2 wild
12?
cards.
no, it's 7. There's 14
Yeah,
teams
I
in the
I
playoffs,
think it's
Oh,
when
there's
they
three
moved
wild
to
cards
17
now? Oh, you're
games,
right.
they
Yep.
took out 2. They took out. It used to be that the 2 teams in each conference got buys. Now it's just one team gets a bye because they added an extra team.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see what you
7.
did there, Master T World. 6, 7.
6, 7.
6, 7. I've got a 6-year-old, and I hear that all the time. Hey, Dad.
Yep.
6, 7.
And the
6,
sad
7.
part is the little kids that do it don't even know why they're doing it. It means mid. It means mid. It means you're between a 6 and a 7. It means you're like kind of okay. Like, it's the difference, but you're in between a C grade and a D grade.
Okay, I see how to do that now. All right. Yeah.
So if we went
anyway.
out and the Chargers went out, I don't know who would win the tiebreaker between the Chiefs and the Chargers.
Oh, here. User XQ6EC7HR3M says cope. Cope, a dope, cope. Sorry, I was
Wow.
trying to.
Oh, I thought you were responding to me.
Yeah.
No, I was responding to this bot.
Oh, look at this. This is a good comment. Rex Morgan said 6, 7.
All right, bot,
Oh.
you're out of here.
All right. Let me put this back up here. 6, 7 on the periodic table is Hollis. Symbol is HO. 6, 7 means ho.
Yeah, no, it means mid. At least from the song that they got it from. Like, whether they like make their own, like,
Yeah, Eric, I think back to the Chiefs. Eric,
Yeah,
I think
back
if
to
we
the
win
Chiefs,
out,
thank you.
though, and the because the Chargers are in right now, so if we win out and we play the Chargers and we play the Texans, then we will be in. So I don't think at this point we need other people to lose.
well, I think there's
We just need to win.
I think there's a possibility that all 3, the Chiefs, the Chargers, and the Broncos are all in the playoffs.
Let me ask you a question here. So we clearly have to win out, right? I mean, that's
We
the
have
first
to.
thing that we
Yes.
have to do, right?
If
So-
we don't, we need help.
We got the Texans, we got the Chargers, we got the Titans.
Like, if we don't win out, we basically need like the Broncos and the Chargers to just like basically shit the bed,
All right.
which I don't
so
think they're gonna do.
out of those games, and I know if you ask Andy Reid this question, he's going to say the next one. But which one is the most important, maybe the hardest game to win?
The
Out of
Chargers.
these? You think the Chargers? I think it's the Broncos again.
No, I think the Broncos are clearly the better team right now. Now, if you would have asked me at the start of the season, I would have said the Chargers, but the Chargers are dealing with major offensive line issues, which we don't even know. We might be dealing with too. Like, we had our 2 tackles go out this game, so I mean, this season might just be like, I mean, if they're both out, I mean, Esapol, maybe we'll see if he can come in and be like the savior, but I'm not putting my money on that. I know defensive linemen play with casts a lot, but can an offensive lineman play with a cast? I don't know.
So
I don't know, and if
because it sounds like Simmons had a hairline fracture in his wrist, because that's what it sounds like at first glance.
Yeah, people keep saying, "Well, we need help." We don't need help if we win out.
If we win out, I'm
confirmed.
pretty sure we make the playoffs.
We definitely will make the playoffs if we win out from here on out.
Okay, I like it.
And we have to play.
Can make the playoffs.
Yeah, we
lose one.
We play the Texans, the Titans. Okay, play the Raiders. Those we should win. Then we play the Chargers and we play the Broncos. The Chargers, I believe we should win. The Broncos literally could just end it all for us.
Yeah, the Broncos could ruin Christmas.
No, the Broncos are not ruining Christmas.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying that they're not going to win. I'm just saying I refuse to let that game ruin my Christmas. But it will
ruin my Christmas.
It will make it a tough Christmas.
You remember when the Raiders ruined Christmas?
They can't ruin Christmas because it doesn't happen until 7:15 p.m. and I will be done with Christmas by then.
Yep.
So,
remember when I got arrested?
They can ruin Christmas night.
Yes.
Yeah, I got arrested at Arrowhead at Christmas.
We know.
And I ruined Christmas that year.
Yeah, I'm aware.
I was there.
Pick up your drunk ass at the.
I was the Christmas
station.
that was ruined.
Hey, I'm just saying, we'll tell the story sometime on a member stream, but I could have sued, but I didn't because it got dropped. But yeah, it was definitely, I was definitely not the one in the wrong. I was drunk, but not in the wrong. But you guys, you'll have to be a member to ever hear that story.
I will say that the times that you're drunk, I don't think I've ever heard you say that you were wrong.
Well, I mean, honestly, I've
known you for a long time.
It's a definite misunderstanding, and that's why it got thrown out, is because it definitely was. It's such a weird thing. Yeah, it was definitely like a sad point in my Chiefs life. All right. So yeah. All right. What else do I got here on my notes?
Can we talk about the
here?
two missed opportunities for turnovers?
Let's talk about a positive. Let's do that next. Let's talk about two.
Killing me.
Okay, well, we've been negative. I was just saying two positives. So huge first quarter, 3rd and 14. Mahomes gets it with his freaking legs, right?
Hey, real quick, we got a 2-bomb here. From our Broncos buddy. He said Broncos going to ruin your Christmas. It's very possible. It's very possible, but it will be at night.
I hope you're wrong. I'm hiding that comment.
Thanks for the 2-bomb, though, man.
Man.
We appreciate it, buddy.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. I'm hoping you're wrong, though. You guys ruined my entire like freaking 90s. So. Haven't you had enough? I guess we've ruined your entire late 2000s. But come on, you guys were killer for the longest time.
Our 90s. It's 2025. You get over it.
Mel.
Hey man,
Mel.
That shit doesn't go away.
Yeah, those woos. Don't heal.
It still hurts. John Elway.
I agree.
Like,
but
I
we have
rooted-
my eye is
ruined-
still black because of it.
I rooted for John Elway to get that
John
first
Elway punched
Super
me in
Bowl
the face.
because I wanted him to just go out on a high. I was like, go get that Super Bowl and retire. And what did he do? He took it. He took my energy, won that Super Bowl, and then came back and won another one. I wasn't rooting for him the second time.
And then
I
what
promise
pisses
you
me
that.
off the most is that I liked him. I'm gonna stop now. But yeah, it was like I wish John Elway was our quarterback. Like literally,
No kidding, man.
like Mahomes is the first time in my life that we've had a quarterback that I've been like, I don't want any other quarterback. Like the first time, like even when we had Trent Green, I was like, well, I'd rather have so and so. I'd rather have so and so. I'd rather have so and so. Like Mahomes is the first one to ever be like, nope, wouldn't take anybody else, and that's an amazing and weird feeling. But okay, so 4th and goal, we score that first quarter. Andy Reid balls of freaking steel. Then we did another 4th. I'm trying to find it in my notes. Where was it at? To
It was
Rice.
the same drive.
No, it wasn't the same drive. Jesus.
Okay.
Yep. In the 4th quarter, Rice early in the in the freaking 4th and goal again, and Rice gets it. Like Andy had some balls of steel in this game, and I love it.
Yeah.
Devontae, do you think Matt Nagy needs to go? Yes, we've been saying this since last year.
Yes.
Enough said. Goodbye,
for the
Matt
question.
Nagy. It's time to go. You're going to be a great head coach. Good night, Big Nagy. Yeah.
I don't think
What
he's
about
gonna
the
make a
4th
great
and
head
1
I
we went
think
to
he
Wiley?
is going to
You
make a
guys
good
remember?
head coach.
The 4th
Sorry.
and 1 we went to Wiley?
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
No, it was a third. It was a third.
No, it wasn't. I'm
Was
looking
it
at it right now on the
was.
stat sheet. It was 4th and 1, and
Was
we
it-
went to Wiley.
Yeah,
Like,
Wiley.
Who's Wiley? Like,
Okay, well, we know who
I mean,
Wiley
I know
is.
who
We
he is.
drafted
I'm
him
just saying,
Uh-huh.
like,
2 years ago, and he was on injury reserve his entire rookie year. He came back this year. He is tall
Babe, I'm just
as
saying.
hell.
I think
Yeah,
he
yeah.
was in because Gray was hurt. Gray's hurt.
yeah, I know, but to trust him on the 4th and 1 catch, that's crazy.
Ballsy. Yeah,
I love
that is
it.
very ballsy.
I mean, that's very Mahomes. He's like, I'm gonna throw it to whoever's
The open
open, no
guy,
matter who
yeah.
you are. But
Yeah, but
he
that
does
play
have
was
his preferences.
designed for Wiley.
Yeah.
Like that was a designed Wiley. That was a designed tight end play. Wiley was the tight end that played it out. Like that was actually like that's a good point, Bill. That was a crazy one, man. Like
That was
Okay.
good. I got
Okay,
another positive.
another positive.
Oh, go ahead.
do you want me to go first or you go first?
You go first.
I think it might be the same.
let Buck
I
go.
doubt it. I doubt it.
Butker.
Oh, it is the same.
Butker.
It's the same. Yeah.
Do you remember at the start of the season, week 5, all these fair weather Chiefs fans are like, get rid of Butker. And what did Buck and I say? Guys, we're not getting rid of him. He's like one of the highest
best man
paid
for the
kickers
job.
in the league, and he has ice in his veins. The best thing you could do is support this man and help him get back. And were we right?
I think so. I know
That's
so.
just the way
I
it
mean,
is.
So on the radio station I listen to all the time here in Kansas City, they say one of the jockeys there has this famous thing that he asks when people are bitching about players. Fine, if not him, then who? I mean, who are you going to go out and get that you're going to trust with a 60-yarder in the playoffs when we know that Butker can make it, has made it, and I mean, he's our best option for that. There's just not another guy out there that you can just go pick up off the streets. You're going to get the 33rd best guy at best.
Ice in his veins. We told you guys, stop. Like, there's no getting another kicker. Like, just, like, dude, like, remember the Butker. So, Charles led
Why won't
better.
you let me say my comment?
Okay, sorry.
Okay, can we talk about the 2 missed turnover opportunities
Oh,
on
yes,
the
at the
last
very end.
drive of the game? Because there was so much hope in my heart.
Tranquil's going to have
During those 2.
nightmares about that. Gelati's going to have nightmares about that. Like,
So there was
and
one.
they weren't even close to the ball. Like, it would have been, like, but they're going to have nightmares about not making that play.
The first one was like a missed pick, right? And I don't remember who it was, but it was kind of close, not like super close. The second one, the fumble, where I'll give it to the Dallas guy because he came out of nowhere.
Tranquil's gonna be like he's gonna be waking up in cold sweats for the next 3 days. Be like,
yeah, that was just
right there.
like the amount of like hope I had at the moment the ball was on the ground. And then just got destroyed by the Dallas player running in and swooping it up. I was like, no!
I said right before those 2 plays, if we get a turnover, we could have this, but we need a turnover. And then it almost happened, and it was like,
I know.
But yeah, so Charles led better 907 says the first year Mahomes didn't make the AFC Championship. Hey, it's not over.
It's not over. It's not over
yet. Yeah. He could still make it, but if he doesn't, I'm okay with it, dude. Honestly, like his entire career, he has made it every
He's never had a full
year.
off season.
He's never not made it. I'm okay if he doesn't make it. Like I'm okay, and I'm going to be ready for next year. But I think he still has a good chance of making it. But it's okay if he doesn't. It's okay.
Did you see the Mahomes tonight running for first downs, running and getting out of the pocket? That one pass where he like got out of a broken tackle and then like high step to get out of the ankle tackle from the other one, and then was
downfield,
falling down
wide
and
open.
threw the ball all the way down the field. Like that type of play is insane. And that's what we hadn't seen from Mahomes in a little while, right? Like he wasn't really running outside the pocket. He was trying to make plays when they weren't there or throwing it away.
He still is.
Yeah, but
just real quick, Dom Mars. Hey, we're happy to have you here, but like, do not attack anybody with like any personal. Like, if you want to talk about your team, cool, but do not attack anybody, or we will boot you. All right, sorry. I like other fans coming in here because it gives us other stuff to talk about and other things, but like, don't attack anybody personally. Like, just attack with your stats, different things. Don't call anybody names and stuff, okay? Please. Thank you.
Speaking of fans of other teams, I think that's what we have here in Dusty Uchiha. He said Dak willed that win.
He did.
And
he did.
I didn't get to finish my point earlier when I was talking about. I don't give.
I
Dak
told you
that
Dak
much
was
credit,
a good quarterback last year at the start of the year.
I've always thought, and now I don't watch a lot of Dallas games. I mean, I'm a Chiefs fan and I'm a Chiefs content guy, and that's what I pay attention to. They're not in my division. They're nowhere near me, so I don't really pay a lot of attention to them. So what I'm seeing is highlights. And I've never been all that impressed with what I've seen from Dak. I always thought he was a Russell Wilson 2.0, and some people might take that as a compliment.
Yeah, I don't
if you
think
know
even
me at
close.
all, I don't like Russell Wilson at all. I've never been impressed with him. Even when he was at the top of his game, he was a little bit better than Alex Smith, maybe. But, look, what I saw tonight from Dak was very impressive. It was
I think
his,
Dak cares about his team.
not
Russell
just his.
Wilson cares about Russell Wilson.
Oh, I
Like
completely agree. Yeah,
it's like Dak's. The only comparison I could say to Russell Wilson is Dak is just as good at play action passes as Russell Wilson was.
Here's what I'll.
That's the only comparison that I would give the two of them,
Here's
and
the
that's a compliment to Dak.
Here's the big thing that I think I learned tonight is I thought Dak was always physically gifted, but I didn't think that he was that great of a decision maker. But he had so many times tonight where he had to throw the ball to the guy that he didn't want to throw it to. He wanted to throw long a lot. But there was an obvious check down that was wide open, and he took advantage of that almost every time. And that's not
Call that
something,
the Brady way.
that's not something that you can do as a quarterback if you're not a constant analyzer of the field. And that's not an easy thing to do. I think we've learned that here in Kansas City. We've learned to appreciate what that means with Patrick Mahomes that we haven't had in the past.
Yeah,
And what I saw from Dak tonight, absolutely kudos, man. I mean, you guys are looking good down there in Dallas.
Yeah, and what's crazy is start of the season, we were like, dude, Cowboys are cooked. But Jerry Jones pulled a magic freaking rabbit out of his ass. And like, dude, there's 6 new players on the Dallas D. And the Dallas D today is way different than the Dallas D. Now, Dallas got the freaking defensive tackle that I wanted the Chiefs to get if we were going to make a mid-season trade. Dallas got him, and yeah, like he was a big part, you know. So, okay, yeah, I don't agree. Dak over Charles Ledbetter says Dak overrated. I don't agree. Like I've been saying, Dak's good for years. Like yeah. What's sad for you Cowboys fans
I feel like
is the fact that Jerry overpays everybody because he draws it out so the media will talk about it as much as possible, and then he overpays. CD Lamb overpaid because he could have signed him like 8 months earlier when 7 other players hadn't signed bigger contracts. Dak, same thing. Dude, like Jerry Jones just keeps like standing in the way of his own team because he wants more media coverage. But I mean, he's pulled a rabbit out of his ass here. And the Cowboys, if the Cowboys went out, the Cowboys be in the playoffs too. So
all right, another positive about the Chiefs.
Real quick, I got about 3 minutes left here, guys.
Okay, so here, I'm going to leave us on a positive about the Chiefs. We were 3 for 3 in the red zone. Okay. So let's give it to us there. That was a real struggle bus point for us before. We were 3 for 3 on 4th downs. I'm not sure if those correlated. No, I know they didn't all. But our 3rd down efficiency is where we really struggled. We only had 38%. And that's why I think we ended up losing. But I will say,
it's
in the critical
also
moments,
the fact that we didn't keep up the run.
Okay. I think in the critical moments, though, 4th down efficiency and red zone efficiency, those are big improvements that we've been asking for. The biggest thing last week was we couldn't convert in the red zone. We had to get field goals. We couldn't do anything so.
Yeah. And the biggest problem with this team and why sorry guys, I think we still make the playoffs. I do. I don't think we win the Super Bowl. We do not have the proper pressure up front, and that's the truth.
Yeah.
There's another truth from Dom Mars. Mel carries the show.
Yeah, just because she's hot.
No, I don't think that's it.
It's a good thing you're pretty. Oh, man. Yeah, dude. Like, yeah, like, do you think, like, do you think we're gonna make the playoffs, and do you think we actually could win a Super Bowl?
Yes and yes.
I think
Okay.
if we make the playoffs, then we would have improved enough to win a Super Bowl potentially. But I think that this very well could be the off year that we just don't make the playoffs.
I think I agree with you, Buck. I think that if we make the playoffs, I think it's very I guess I'm very confident that we could make the Super Bowl, right? I think that if we don't make the playoffs, because we can't pull everything together, but if we pull everything together to win out the rest of the season, I think that there is a good shot because this team is talented. They have a lot of pieces. As long as we can put everything together, I think we're way better than the team
It's
we
just-
were last year.
We just don't have the biggest piece you need on defense, which is pressure.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
But we've
it
seen
works.
Chris Jones.
It
He's-
works on quarterbacks that can't process quick, but it doesn't work on elite quarterbacks.
Yeah, but I mean, we had, let's see.
Like, sorry, what I'm talking about is bringing the blitz, 5 and 6 man blitz, works on quarterbacks that struggle, like quarterbacks like Lamar Jackson who choke in big situations. It doesn't work on quarterbacks like Mahomes, like Josh Allen, like you know what I mean? Like so
Sure.
I don't know, without our front four being able to at least, like, I'm not even talking about giving good pressure, like just adequate pressure. Our
We
front
had
four
decent
cannot
pressure
do
tonight.
that. Yeah, with blitzes.
No,
Not-
But Chris Jones got in there a few times
Yes,
without a
with-
blitz.
Mm,
At
maybe
least,
like
at least twice.
okay, twice.
I
In,
know.
like what?
I'm saying at
38
least twice. I
plays?
just only remember 2 times. I don't know how often it happened.
Yeah, it's just it's just like I think we still make the playoffs. I don't think we win the Super Bowl, and that's freaking okay.
Yeah.
Like, I'm tired of Chiefs Kingdom. Like, dude, the age-old fans should not be doing this. Should not be asking for Andy Reid to resign, for asking for new coaches. You are spoiled if you are doing that, and you are wrong, and it's not okay. We freaking fought hard for a real coach, and we finally got one. Like, after years, like, we've had 3 real coaches in the history of the Chiefs, and that is Andy Reid, Marty Schottenheimer, and freaking, God damn it. I'm blinking on the matriculated down the field. Okay, we had 3. Do not ask for Andy Reid's resignation. That is absurd, and you are not a real Chiefs Kingdomer.
Thanks,
Like,
Trey,
it
by the
just
way.
thank you. It pisses me off. Like, if we don't even make the playoffs, it's okay. We went to the AFC Champions 7 years in a row. We can have an off year. I'm so done with all this bull crap, and like maybe it's just
Hey.
because we're in the like time of like short videos and Twitter posts and all this bullshit. Stop. Andy
Okay,
will be here
okay.
next year. Maybe we get a new offensive coordinator. I want that, but stop being dicks. That's where I'm leaving it at. It's okay.
I will leave it at as that I think we have a very good team. And I think that we're struggling right now to put all the pieces together. But I also think that if we can get in sync, there are times where we look amazing. And if we can look like that consistently, we can make it work. If not, we regroup and we come back next year and we do it again.
All right.
Because
Well,
this team's not out.
I'll give it to you. We've looked up, if we can actually do the offense and look like we did in the first quarter, like just getting chunk plays, 15 yards of play, then yeah, RD not getting pressure will be okay because we just won't ever punt. We'll just like have the punt god for no reason. So it's like, yeah, I'll give you that. But with the mistakes that we've made, I just don't see it happening. But I really hope I'm wrong. I really hope I'm wrong. I really do.
Yeah.
Guys,
that's all I have. That was all
guys,
in my notes.
Yep, that's all of my notes too. I was angry and knocked my iPad off the table, so I don't even know where it's at now. Guys, please check out buckandbob.com, BUKNBOB.com. Help us out. Follow us on the different platforms. All of the stuff is there. Ooh, there's one. I was checking the starred comments. There's one. See? The Casey player 85 said this like an hour ago. Honestly, taking a year off from winning so much is needed once in a while. Chiefs live rent-free in many minds. Dude, honestly, there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it at all. 7 years of absolute dominance. In fact, like we started out, in the Mahomes era being the good guys, and now every asshole has just like turned us into the bad guys because we've finally been good again after not being good since basically the 1960s. Like,
yeah,
I'm
but
so
if you're
tired
good for
of all
7
this.
years in a row, everybody's gonna hate you. Like that. That's not
Yeah,
like we
but
would
they
hate anybody.
shouldn't. They
If the
hated the
Raiders-
Patriots because they cheated.
If the Raiders
And they were
got good
shit.
for 7 years, I would despise them. I already despise them.
Okay,
But
the
everybody
The Chargers kicked our ass all through the early 2000s.
But
I
they didn't
liked
go to
the
the Super
Chargers.
Bowl almost every year.
True.
Like,
but
so
I
that's a
liked
division
them
hate.
Still.
That's
Like,
that's
the
a division
hate
like
is unprecedented.
rivalry.
Like it's
not
not
unprecedented.
fair.
We have won 3 Super Bowls. We have been to the Super Bowl 5 times in the last 7 years. And we've never not been to the AFC Championship. So there is absolutely everybody should hate us and not want us to be in the playoffs. Like everybody should. Not because we're bad people, but because that just makes sense. That is just the way the world works. You want your team to succeed, and so this team that keeps succeeding over them, get them out of here. Like, that's just life.
All right. Well, I think you just proved it. Mel carries the show.